But we're going to talk about what happened when I was put on the news in Brazil. There's a lot of know-it-alls when it comes to my life. There's a lot of people that know more about Auston than Auston does. There's a lot of people that know about Auston's future, his fate, than Auston Holleman. And I see we have some people in here already. For people that don't know, we're going to break down this entire situation on what happened. I have a folder of photos that I want to talk about today. We got some people that we need to talk about. We got some news stations that we need to talk about. For people that don't know what happened, I'm Auston Holleman. I blew up because I got on TikTok and I talked about the differences I experienced from dating in Brazil and the differences from that in the United States. Wasn't trying to blow up. I was just trying to tell men because I was having that good of a time. And I thought that it was a great place to go to. I loved it. I wanted that to be my new home. And it did become my new home because I blew up on YouTube. And YouTube pays money. People donate money. I took a leap of faith. Thank God. I never looked back. I'll be going back one day to see family. I'll go back to visit. There's more than Brazil, but still there's no place like Brazil. Anybody that's been knows exactly what I'm talking about. They have this thing that whenever people leave at the airport of Brazil, it's some sort of syndrome they have. Whenever men cry leaving the airport, I have not heard that about any other country. I think that's only Brazil people say that. I'm not saying people don't cry when they leave other countries. But that name, if anybody can drop that name in a chat, that name is strictly for Brazil because it's that like that. If you haven't been to Brazil, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm telling you, it's that good. It's amazing. The energy is just perfect there for anybody. Anyway, I got down there and I wanted to do more comparing and showing people that hey, y'all can come to Brazil and there's beautiful women and they're gonna treat you right. You can wife them. Apparently, that did not sit well with some people. I did one video where I was just asking Brazilian women, do they like the criminal guy or do they like the nice guy that has a job or whatever we ask? The typical question like that we ask in the States. And I wanted to do that because I wanted to show people these women don't think the same. Now, we did notice a similarity amongst the young women around like 20, 21. They said some similar things, but we're going to give it the benefit of the doubt that it was just a language barrier. But there was one scene, I asked one woman, and she spoke very well English, and she followed me, Fred, and I to the beach, so we interviewed her even further. And I was like, how soon would you go home with me? And she's like, oh, if I have the time, I'll go home with you. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's all I need to hear. And I said, get your passports. And I did not say get your passports or no, strictly come down there for that. If you've been watching my videos, I say that in all of the end of my clips. Not anymore. But when I was there, fucking alarm. But when I was there, I used to say that a lot. I don't say it anymore. I think that situation made me like even not want to say it anymore. Subconsciously, I didn't think to myself, oh, I'm not going to say it. I just subconsciously thought that. So that video went viral. It got 2 million views in like 12 hours or something like that. And it was snowballing. So it probably would have hit 20 million had I left it up. Probably made the situation a hell of a lot worse, ensuring that I'd never be able to go back had it kept going viral. I would love to know whatever happened, but I think it's best that we don't know because I don't think it would have been good. So I was put on CNN. So let's Google my name. Let's share the screen. So you're gonna type in Auston Holleman. Hold on, did y'all see that? If you type Auston Holleman, the word sex came after that. That's already a sign, but we can put Auston Holleman just by itself, and you see right here in the Global, which is a national newspaper. And we're going to translate this for y'all. Videos that encourage S tourism. And they could have used a better photo of me, y'all. They could use a better photo, but they did. So right here in this article, it's not saying anything about an investigation. It must have been the one that we're gonna translate this one as well. Okay. Public Ministry of Bahia opens inquiry into passport bro for whom Brazilian women are easy. Now that is them. I don't know what that is. You see what and they worried about me, and that's what they got on their website. I would go back, but this is YouTube. They worried about what I'm talking about, and that's what they got on their news channel. Here's another. Okay, here's a perfect one. YouTube. This is obviously American YouTuber is under investigation. Let's translate that to make sure we got that right, because I know I got it right. Is investigated after saying Bahia Brazilian women are extremely easy. The Bahia Public Ministry opened. Remember that it says that opened. This is a national newspaper in Brazil. Opened. Remember that word, opened, meaning started. If we put that back in Portuguese, the word, okay, that's the same thing. But I seen another article that said I think it's in seal is how you. There's been a lot of know-it-alls that are saying, "Oh, Auston is under investigation. He's going to jail. He's facing 4 years," which I don't even know where they got those numbers from. And if we read a lot of these articles that these people are coming out with, they don't say anything about a crime. Like if you want to see, so CNN posted me saying the YouTuber investigation. YouTuber investigation. Again, the Public Ministry of Bahia, Inacio, I forgot how you say the Inacio, but that word means started. Started Monday, March 20th, an investigation. Started an investigation. Now, I went and hired a lawyer in Brazil to check on this matter of this name slandering campaign that we got going on right here. Because let's be honest, if you've been following me for a while, none of that is true about me calling Brazilian women sluts and whores. Why would I do that in the first place? And people know that I pedestalized Brazilian women for a while and said that I even went as far as saying that they were the best women on the planet at one point. Still believe that. And then I'm getting shitted on and put in the news as somebody accused of trafficking and calling the women of the new country I was living in sluts and whores. It doesn't make very much sense. But I had a lawyer go to the police station in Bahia, search my name. Nowhere found. Nowhere found. That's in the state of Bahia. My name made national news as well. So she went to the federal government, the federal prosecutor, searched my name. It took 2 days to come back. They did a thorough search on my name. And this is what we got. Federal Prosecution Office, Citizen Service Room certificates. We certify at the request of the interested party and after conducting a search in the electronic records referring to the extrajudicial procedures in progress at the Federal Public Ministry that nothing contained against Auston Lee Holleman. Nothing was found. Nothing was found. Nothing was found. Oh, and for this right here, Anonymous says this. It could be a sealed investigation. I would like for you to define sealed, because if I wanted to keep an investigation private, it wouldn't make the news. Now, what did CNN's article say? That there was an investigation started. Let me pull it back up. Let's pull it back up. Let's pull up all the photos again. For the people that did not hear the first time, let me make the screen bigger. The public ministry of Bahia started, that word means started, an investigation Monday, March 20th. UMA means a investigation. Investigative assault is investigation. Started. When I hear the word sealed, I'm thinking, see, like when something is sealed off, you can't access it. Then why put it on the internet? Then why put it on TV? Guys, when I was at the airport in Brazil, I was on TV in Brazil. I was on TV in Brazil while I was at the airport. Do you not know how stressful that shit was? But my name can be found nowhere. No, 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 no. Somebody said Brazil moves very slow. It will not show up. Trust me. This started January 12th of this year. You mean to tell me somebody gets put on the news twice in a matter of 3 months and the investigation hasn't started? Whenever Trump was told publicly that he's being put under investigation, do you think that he really wasn't under investigation? I don't know anything that's worked. I don't know any law that's worked like that. I mean, just, and even then, let's say that nothing comes about it. That's still even if that's still defamation of character, because you put me on the internet, on the news, as some guy that's under investigation for a sex crime. Sex crimes are one of those things that people treat you as if you're guilty before they even have the facts. So that's true defamation of character. So I don't what society. This is a dumb. Why am I even trying to prove this to y'all? Why am I even trying to go back and forth with y'all about that? Can you sue for defamation? It seems like it. I had to reach out with the U.S. embassy consulate there, whatever. The same thing. I believe I would have been notified by the embassy had something really been going on. So either way it goes, it's a defamation of character and it's made to kill my image, which it did not. Because if you go to CNN Brazil when you get a chance and read the comments that the Brazilians left, read the comments. They're not going against me. They're a lot of them are not necessarily supporting, but there's a lot of accountability saying that, well, how can you be mad at somebody from coming from another country when we have people like, I think her name is Anita, that project that image of this is what Brazil is like to the world. And I mean, Carnival is a projection of what Brazil is like. Like this, and you guys have never seen a Carnival video. My videos have never been about women in bikinis. When I interview women, they were fully dressed. But if you go to their media, they show you their own women in bikinis, hypersexualized. But I show you them fully dressed, and I'm the bad guy. You see how that works? Now, We can get through a lot more of those articles, and we'll come back to that. So the woman that was responsible for having me put on CNN Brazil, Globo Brazil, Yahoo Brazil, it even made it to Fox News in the United States, not Tucker Carlson Fox News, but Fox News 26, which is close enough. It's still Fox. Is this woman right here, Stephanie Ribeiro. Guys, go follow her if you want to see her destroy other people's names as well. She's an expert at that shit. Today, a 2-page article was published in the Global Journal Global denouncing the passport bros. I have been talking since the beginning of the year about the behavior of YouTuber Auston Holleman, who promotes videos on his social network encouraging men to come to Brazil to meet Brazilian women as they would be more malleable and accessible than American women. More accessible? Yeah. I mean, men want women that they can access. What good is a woman that you can't access? Access does not necessarily mean sex. Is it part of it? Yeah, it's part of it. I mean, we're human beings. We're talking about relationships. That is part of it. But accessible, meaning that I can deal with her. I can date her. She's in my reach. I can get a beautiful woman without needing to be a damn NFL player now. That's the point. But I can see that she's changing up her words a little bit where she doesn't shitting on me so hard anymore. However, as the article warns, the members of the Passport Bros have a Discord group called Black Man Travels, in which members discuss how to hide cameras in the hotels that secretly film women. Stay alert. We need to report. And I would agree with her. If you guys are setting up cameras and shooting adult movies without somebody's knowledge, I would report you too. But let me tell Stephanie something this, since you want to put shit in my article that has nothing to do with me. Black Men Travels has nothing to do with Auston Holleman. I don't have access to that Facebook group. That's not my name. I don't have access to that Discord group. In my Discord, there is no, we don't even share, I don't even think we share pictures of women. I mean, you can look through my Discord group. We're talking about coding. We're talking about laws in countries. We're talking about different dudes' experiences, but we're not sharing tips on how to record women that have no knowledge that they're being recorded. I would never do that. That is old guy from Family Guy vibes, the old creepy guy that plays around with kids. That's the same type of vibe that is. To Auston Holleman in the news. You see me? That's me right there. That's my Twitter. That's my face in the Brazilian newspaper. Stephanie Ribeiro is a great name slanderer. Good job.